episode of the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I saw this story earlier today. This morning. John Grisetti, marvelous Miss Maisel actor and Broadway star, ended his life by suicide. Okay. Members of the theater community have been sharing their condolences, including friend and co-star Rob McClure, who called Grisetti a brilliant performer whose loss is cataclysmic. John Grisetti, the Broadway actor, television performer, and beloved musical theater educator known for his work on the marvelous Miss Maisel, Something Rotten, and It Should Have Been You, died by suicide on Friday, July 10th. People can confirm. 44. The sad news was announced in an emotional post on Sunday, July 12th by actor Rob McClure, who starred alongside Grisetti in Something Rotten on Broadway and on the show's national tour. It is with a shattered heart that I share that the brilliant Josh Grisetti took his own life on Friday, McClure wrote. I'm not ready to even attempt to understand. My heart is with his wife and family as they try to deal with the reality of this. My wife and I are beyond heartbroken, added McClure, noting that he served as the best man at Grisetti's wedding. Man. Communities around the world will never be the same without him. We love you, Josh. Just a cataclysmic loss, said the actor. Memorial info to come in time. In the comments of McClure's tribute, many members of the Broadway community shared their condolences, including Rachel Zegler, Cassie LeHevy, Leah Salonga, hope I said that right, Erica Hunningson, Drew Geeling, and Donna Murphy, the latter of whom called Grisetti a beautiful, gifted human and artist. Sierra Burgess, who starred opposite Grisetti in It Should Have Been You on Broadway, posted an emotional tribute on Instagram, writing in part, "We all loved him so unbelievably. He created light and thought and humor everywhere he went. He was a brilliant actor and director and writer. I love the way he looked at the world and how he challenged ideals and norms," she continued. "I loved his humor and his brain and deep, deep philosophical conversations." Oh, my bad, I butchered that name. Sierra Boggess. Excuse me. Mistake on my part. Boggess added, It shouldn't have been your family was close as can be. This is so heartbreaking. I will be processing with the show family and all of you for a very long time, and all the other show families he made along the way. Grisetti was perhaps best known to television audiences for his recurring role as Ralph Emerson in the fifth and final season of Marvelous Miss Maisel, appearing in 8 episodes. Earlier in his career, he starred opposite Donald Laug and Sofia Vergara in ABC's short-lived 2007 sitcom Nights of Prosperity. Born in Washington, D.C., Grisetti grew up in Southwest Virginia. He attended North Carolina School of Arts, graduating in 2000 with a drama diploma before earning a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Musical Theater from Boston Commissary, from Boston Conservatory in 2004. His stage career flourished in New York. In 2015, Grisetti starred in the Broadway musical It Should Have Been You alongside Boggess, Tyne Daly, Harriet Harris, David Burtka, Montego Glover, Lisa Howard, and Chip Zien. The following year, he succeeded John Carey, Nye, if I said that right, as Nigel Bottom in Something Rotten, starring opposite McClure's Nick Bottom. The pair later spent more than a year touring the musical across the country. Other Broadway credits include Broadway Bound, Camelot, and concert and numerous off-Broadway productions including Rent, Peter and the Starcatcher, Enter Laughing, Red Eye of Love, Kinehadia, and After the Ball. His regional theater work included productions of Prince of Broadway in Tokyo, Matilda at the Mooney, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, Beauty and the Beast, Spamalot, and Where's Charlie? On screen, Grisetti also appeared in films The Immigrant, Revolutionary Road, and The Namesake. He was also the author of the book God in My Head. In addition to performing, Grisetti devoted much of his career to teaching the next generation of artists. He served as head of the musical theater program at California State University, Fullerton, after previously teaching acting, musical theater, and the business of theater at Fullerton College and Loyola Marymount University. He's survived by his wife of 6 years, real estate agent Mackenzie Grisetti, with whom he lived in Southern California. Just days before his death, Grisetti shared what would become his final public Instagram post. In the upload, Grisetti explained that he had to leave his directing duties for Legally Blonde, the musical at Italy's Trentino Music Festival, before opening night for personal reasons, and thanked the cast for surprising him with a photo of themselves holding up his image on the phone. When you have to leave a production for personal reasons before getting to see the show open and the cast and team do stuff like this, he wrote. Literally cried on the plane. Little gestures go a long way when your heart is hurting. Love this group of misfits right back. Happy opening, Legally Blonde. I'm so proud of you all. Students and cast members filled the comments with messages celebrating the impact he had on their lives. We missed you and are still missing you so dearly, one wrote. Thank you so much for pouring your knowledge into our gardens. You have grown so many flowers in me just throughout this last month. So insanely grateful to have you as a director and teacher. Another added, Director Supreme, it has been so wonderful working with you. Grateful for your hilarity and kindness throughout this process. Love you so much, Josh, said a third. Thank you so much for everything. Best director ever. Yeah, so John Grisetti. Okay. Not gonna get into it, but what do I say? All the time, suicide affects everyone, even actors, actresses, Broadway performers. You just never know what somebody's going through, man. You just never know what somebody's going through. That's why it's important to be kind. It's also important to have conversations, okay, about all this stuff. Having conversations about this stuff is important. Um, it saves lives. It saves lives. Um, it helps people to see that opening up about this kind of stuff that they are feeling is okay. It is okay to seek help. I don't know who says seeking help is weakness. That is a bunch of bull crap, okay? Seeking help is strength, okay? Seeking help is strength, is not weakness, okay? So let's seek help. Let's be kind. Let's have more conversations about all this stuff, okay? Having conversations saves lives, okay? Condolences to John Grisetti and his wife and the people he worked with, okay? All right, that's it. And that's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. I am out of here. May God bless you all. Peace out. You matter.